Hi, everyone. Mike White here. Welcome to this week's blog post. Rolling right into spring and headed toward the summer. Mother's Day behind us, which, middle of May, here we go. Lots of things are going to be happening, lots of things to plan. And that's why I wanted to spend a little time this week talking about how preparing your next 90 days or how to prepare a 90-day block of time based upon certain factors in your marketplace can really help you set up your business for exploring all the opportunities that happen to be in front of you. Now, a lot of us deal with the four seasons of the year, but I believe in our industry that there's really three 90-day blocks of time where if you maintain focus and go in deliberately with a plan, it can really impact your business. And that's why I say how 90 days can help make your year. Now, we all know that I'm a big business planning and scheduling type of guy. It's the way I try to organize myself, my life, my clients to help them perform, to balance their business and their life, what they expect out of both, and have a clear plan on how to do that. And so for me, we talk about regular business planning in October, and we do a lot of work on that, but these mini business plans, and I think it's really, important. And for those of you who follow me, know that you've watched me break these things out into time frames and how to focus on shorter duration times. And so those 3 90-day blocks, they're usually pretty simple. Some of it is market dependent, and others are just calendar specific. But to me, those 90-day plans really help you drill down and focus short term. It's sort of like a burst of focus and energy in a direction, and then allows you a time to recover before executing the next plan. So the first 90-day plan usually runs from about the third week of January right through tax season. And we've talked about that last December a little bit, not specifically the 90-day plan, but how to start or kickstart the new year. And so it generally runs from the middle of January through the middle of April. The second plan, the one that we're approaching now, really depends a great deal on your local market because it has to do with not specific days on the calendar when it comes to season, but specifically to your market. When does school end? Because that school calendar is very, very important in local markets, especially when it comes to real estate. Lots of people need to sell their house, buy the next one during that window of time that the kids are out of school. It also incorporates a period of time where lots of people are going to take time off, go on vacation, whether it be yourself, your family, your team members, your coworkers, your referral partners, taking all those things into consideration, as well as all the other events that happen during the summer, both whether they be, 4th of July or stuff like that, or local events that happen that are based in the summertime. So those things become really important. And so what you have to really take a look at is when do those kids get out of school? And when do they go back to school? And in this country, that could be anytime kids get out of school in May, right up until the end of June. So that can fluctuate a great deal. So the first thing really is to drill down on is when do they go, when do they get out of school? Then there's when do they go back? In my area, the kids are just about out of school now, and they go back the first week of August. Where I used to live in New York, the kids would get out of school the end of June and wouldn't go back until after Labor Day. So there's a pretty big gap into when those times actually happen, and you have to be specific and be aware of those things because they do have a big impact. They become these deadlines of time where people are focused on what's going on. The last 90-day window that we really have to drill down on is about September 15th, the middle of September, through the middle of December. Again, it's the last 90-day block. It's the last time you're going to be able to take deals to get them in and get them closed by the end of the year. And it also incorporates the time in October where we do business planning. So there's a lot to do in that last 90-day plan. And we start that in September, generally by our back to school follow up, as well as, speaking to all our accountants right through what are all the steps we're going to do through each holiday? What are we going to celebrate? Clearly, there's a lot to go through that we can't go through in this blog post, but I need to make you aware that we're approaching that second 90-day window, and it would be beneficial to you for you to start planning out your calendar. We talked a little bit about this, logging your vacations and your time off, but coincide that with the map. What are you going to do? When are you going to do it? How does it take place? What's involved? For people, it's different across the board, but you can't not know. So it's important to take a look at this. Again, second 90-day block. When is the end of the school year and the return dates? What's your personal summer availability and obligations or things you're going to do for yourself? Your team members and their time requirements, both working and not working. Your referral partners' vacation schedule, clearly, because if they're not working, somebody else is. And then obviously all the holidays and the schedule that we talked about. Without having this information, you can't begin to create a plan. And without a plan, you can't cover all the things that you want to do during the holidays during the summer, whether you're going on holiday, whether they're the holidays that are involved, the community events, change of schedules, change of circumstance. Really important when it happens, you need to be prepared for it, because if you're not, you're going to miss opportunities. And one or two opportunities here and there add up. In our business, 3 90-day blocks of time, miss 2 or 3 opportunities each time, it's 5 or 10 deals. At the end of the year, would you know that it was there? And to most of us, those 5 or 10 deals can make a big difference in how our year works out, how our income works out. And who knows in those 5 or 10 deals who the people are that you'll come in contact with that may not be sources of future opportunities. So as always, if you have questions or comments, it's Mike, imtcoaching.com. If not, we'll speak to you again next week. Take care.